This is the Reds Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Cincinnati Reds. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Good evening, Reds fans, and welcome back from the All-Star break, and welcome to this edition of the Postcast brought by Locked On Reds and the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. My name is Tim Daniel, and on tonight's show, we're going to dive into Brady Singer was excellent tonight at Coors Field. Elly De La Cruz was a 4-hit day, including a missile home run. Spencer Steer leads the way with 2 homers. All that and a whole lot more. Let's go ahead and get to it with our Locked On Player of the Game.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Spencer Steer tonight had 2 homers, a standard one, just typical over the wall at Coors Field, and then ran out an inside the park homer. Now the ball has a weird drop. Center fielder for the Rockies in those horrendous jerseys makes a weird, I don't know how I felt that, but I don't care. Inside the park homers are inside the park homers. And that was awesome. That was so awesome. And it was so cool to see because Spencer Steer just seems to dominate at Coors Field. Now, he does live in the Denver area during the offseason, so maybe there is something to that getting to sleep in your own bed kind of thing. Maybe that helps, but he has hit so well at Coors Field his whole career. He came into the game today hitting 400 at Coors Field, so, that's certainly going up a bit. I can't believe that we were at the game Saturday against the Cubs, and I was with Ben Brown. Those who know Ben's my former co-host at Late Night Reds. And we were like, man, he's kind of getting a little slow getting down the base path. And then he just looked like Speedy Gonzalez on that round in third and heading home there. So maybe he was just kind of had tired legs and needed the All-Star break to get chill. And I don't know, but it was really funny when he sat down and you kind of saw the Coors effect of like, man, that dude needs an oxygen tank. And so that was pretty funny to see. But for him, he was hitting the ball fairly well going into the break. So to see him kind of keep that going was really nice to see. He's now up to, in his last 7, a 385, 467, 654 slugging with 2 homers, 2 walks, 4 runs batted in, and 4 runs scored. So Spencer Steer is doing it right now. And he's another guy that a lot of people are talking about the potential of the trade block. I see Greg's asking about Hector Rodriguez. Spencer Steer gets traded. Who knows? Hector Rodriguez could be here pretty soon. Or if someone else gets traded because they're going to need to fill roster spots at some point. I would like to see him. We'll see how that shakes out. But now I like what Dave says here. He's tired of running the outfield. Should be at first base. Totally agree. I think first base is his best position. Kind of had a tricky foul ball he had to take care of there in the 9th inning when he got moved over. So that was pretty cool to see as well. I'm really enjoying what we're getting from Spencer Steer right now. Pierce says we got to keep Spencer Steer. I hope they do. That'd be really cool. Yeah, Johnny brings it up. How about Geno's solo shot? I wrote an article the other day on Reds Talk on SI. Reds Daily on SI. Just kind of diving into Geno's numbers of late, and he's doing what the Reds need him to do. And a lot of people are like, well, the batting average isn't good. The on-base percentage isn't good. It's Geno Suarez. He has one job. And he's been doing that job of late. 3 straight games with a homer. So that's pretty cool to see. I love playing games at Coors Field. 1, the ballpark is beautiful. I've never been there, but on TV, it's stunning. So I can only imagine what it looks like in person. 2, the games are fun. It kind of has like a Major League Baseball / like beer league softball vibe to it, the way the ball flies. So that's kind of fun to watch as well because of the altitude. And then, you get a lot of runs, and it makes your offense look really good for a couple days. And also the Rockies aren't good. So you can kind of take advantage of that as well. So all of that was the perfect recipe for tonight. And I enjoyed every moment. So that was really fun to see. Hey, this is a lot of individual player shout-outs tonight, so I'm going to make sure I give some love to Elly De La Cruz tonight.
It's time to reveal who made the biggest under-the-radar impact with today's X Factor.
Do you think Elly De La Cruz took it personal that he wasn't in the All-Star game? Because I think he did. 4 hits tonight, 2 runs scored, a missile home run later in the game. It was nice to see. Elly De La Cruz, since he came back from the injured list, now he's had a couple times he's gotten picked off. I want to see that get switched up. I want to see him kind of get that back under control. But man, he's having the best year of his career. And I'm still pissed, and I shouldn't use that word. I know it's a family show, that he did not make the All-Star team, because he's made it in worse years. And I know someone's gonna be like, who cares? It's the All-Star game. I get it. But I think that guy deserved it. And he's one of baseball's most exciting players. He should have been there. Yeah, he was great tonight. I mean, like I said, I don't like the pickoff play, but I got to give credit to the Colorado pitcher-catcher combination. They made a great play. They saw him kind of hop off and kind of get a big lead and made a nice play on the pickoff. Tag was good too. So, yeah, he's now up to 282 on the year. Man. Remember when he got moved to the leadoff spot and a lot of people were coming in here like, he's not a leadoff hitter? He looks like a leadoff hitter right now. So I'm really loving what they're getting from Elly. I cannot wait to see how this kind of goes the rest of the way. Man, I'm stoked. He's got an 860 OPS on the year, by the way. Those numbers, they will play. They will absolutely play. So he's on the verge of a 2020 season. He's 4 homers and 6 stolen bases away. Really like what they're getting from him. Other guys I want to talk about, I already mentioned Geno. Tyler Stevenson gets another hit tonight. He does have 3 strikeouts, but he's swinging the bat pretty well. Sal Stewart gets on base twice with a hit and a walk, has 2 runs batted in. So that was cool to see. JJ Bleday gets on base twice with a hit and a base on ball. I'm going to say something that seems to be a little unpopular because I know he's a name that comes up a lot. I think I would keep JJ Bleday. And I've gone back and forth on this. There's probably episodes in the archives that you can go to and find me say, yeah, I'd get rid of him. I'd see what they can get for him. With the fact he has another year of team control, and, obviously we don't know what 2027 is going to look like in baseball if there is a 2027, wasn't really cool of them to release the schedule and kind of tease us when we know that there's going to be a lot of wondering what's going to happen next. But I think I'm willing to see another year of Bleday. I think he's been really good for this team. Obviously, then the month of May was incredible. June wasn't so good, but he's kind of found a swing again. He's kind of hitting the ball a little better. I think he's worth giving another year to see if he can keep it going. Now, if they get an offer for him that's really good, take it. I mean, I can't stop you. I understand. But for him, I think he's done enough. And we shall see how things go. But I'm willing to kind of ride it out with him. And that's where I am at on that as well. Hey, another guy who was absolutely incredible tonight and keeps being incredible of late is Brady Singer. So after the break, we're going to chat about what he's been doing right after this. Before we get into today's show, it's time for the Everyday Icon presented by Stance. As the official sock partner of Major League Baseball, Stance knows greatness isn't built in a single moment. It's earned over time through consistency, preparation, and showing up every day. That's why each week we're recognizing one player whose performance embodies that same quality. This week's Everyday Icon is Chase Burns. Obviously, getting selected for his very first All-Star game recently was pretty awesome to see, but then signing a long-term extension with the Cincinnati Reds also makes things even better. Chase Burns on the year right now is got an 11-1 record, a 2.57 ERA. He has been lights out for this team, and he's going to be here for future reference quite a long time. So I'm very excited to have Chase Burns here, and I know we are all as well. The Everyday Icon is presented by Stance. Check out the Icon collection from Stance. Premium comfort, performance, and durability designed for whatever your day brings. Use promo code LOCKEDON at checkout for 20% off your purchase. Stance, the official sock of Major League Baseball. I am quite the Stance collector, as you can see here. Learn more at stance.com. This episode is also brought to you by our friends over at Nutrafol. Baseball players are known for their routines. Whether it's a lucky jersey, a pregame ritual, or sticking to the same preparation every day, consistency matters. And when it comes to hair thinning, there can be a lot of products out there making promises, but not always a lot of confidence behind them. That's why more people are looking for solutions backed by real science and trusted experts. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement brand and the official hair growth partner of Major League Baseball. What makes Nutrafol stand out is that it's not a one-size-fits-all approach. It's designed to fit into your routine while addressing the root causes of thinning with personalized situations. Have you ever noticed how much confidence is tied to you looking and feeling your best? One thing I've learned is that the little things you do every day tend to add up. Whether it's exercise, getting enough sleep, or taking care of yourself, having a routine that makes you feel confident can make a big difference. I like that Nutrafol acknowledges that everyone's situation is different. Having formulas designed for different stages and needs makes a lot more sense than expecting the same product to work exactly for everyone. When I'm deciding whether to try something new, I want to know that there's real research and expertise behind it. Knowing Nutrafol is a physician-formulated, clinically tested, and NSF certified for sport definitely helps keep that confidence. Find out why Nutrafol is the only hair growth supplement brand trusted by Major League Baseball. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you visit Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code LOCKEDONMLB. And lastly, we are brought to you by Indeed. When workplace chaos hits and you need the right hire, Indeed Sponsored Jobs helps connect employers with candidates who match specific needs like this: certifications and location, so less time gets spent searching and more time gets spent finding the right fit. People are finding quality hires on Indeed right now. In the minute I've been talking to you, companies like yours have made 27 hires on Indeed, according to Indeed data worldwide. Usually the biggest difference isn't doing more work. It's having somebody who knows exactly what needs to happen and helps everything run smoother. One great addition can have a ripple effect on everyone around them. When you find someone who brings the right skills, attitude, and experience, it makes the entire group better. That's why finding qualified candidates matters so much, and why tools like Indeed Sponsored Jobs can help make that process easier. Whether it's deadlines piling up, too much on one person's plate, or trying to scale something quickly, the right person can completely change how a team operates, and that's why getting in front of qualified candidates matters. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates to check all your boxes. Less stress, less time, more results. When you need the right hire to cut through the chaos, this is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/podcast. Just go to Indeed.com/podcast right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions do apply. Need to hire? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs. If you're already an everydayer, it's time to step up your everydayer game and join the Locked On Everydayer Club. Go to LockedOnReds.supercast.com to learn more. $5 a month, $50 a year. Get access to ad-free episodes of all your favorite Locked On shows, like me and Jeff and Steve, Monday through Friday on Locked On Reds. Or say you're listening to Jake and Joe over at Locked On Bengals. We've got you covered. We love talking ball, and we want to talk ball with all of you. I see it on the chat. I know you guys are all curious about it, so I know what we're all talking about right now.
This is what you'll be talking about.
There's a lot of conversation on sellers. There's a lot of conversation on, can they get back to 500? There's a lot of conversations on, forgive me, everybody, I'm just kind of trying to summarize everything you're putting in the chat. You guys are asking great questions tonight, so I really appreciate it. A lot of questions about, like, who could be moved for what. I think a lot of teams are going to be calling for Brady Singer. And I think if I'm the Reds, that's #1 on my trade list. That's the guy, because you can't trade Nick Lodolo now because he can't seem to figure out a blister. Tejay Antone has 3 Tommy John surgeries and is pitching in the majors. Nick Lodolo can't figure out how to pitch with a blister. Okay? Something doesn't add up there. That's neither here nor there. Brady Singer tonight goes into Coors Field, which is a pitching nightmare for those who know. Goes 7 innings, a 2-run ball. In Coors Field in Colorado, on that altitude where the ball flies. Pretty awesome. And I know I talked about this his last start, but he's now got a 2.81 ERA his last 7 starts. He's got a 1.03 whip in that time. His walk to strikeout ratio is 40 strikeouts to 12 walks. He's done 41 in 2 innings in his last 7 starts. So I would imagine that Brady Singer is a guy who's going to get a lot of calls. There's going to be a lot of teams interested in him. All these teams trying to make a run towards the end of the year because they don't know if we're going to have a 2027. So they want to try to win while they can. That's the guys going to be on people's list. Like, I think Brady Singer's going to get chances to play for guys like Cleveland, for guys like Miami, for guys like, even, I don't think the Atlanta really needs him, or the Dodgers don't need him, but there's going to be teams out there who really want him on their team. And if I'm the Reds, he's #1 on the list of guys that I'm moving on from, because starting pitching is a premium. and people are going to be calling. So that's a guy that I imagine the Reds can probably just about pick what they want for him. Hopefully major league ready players or high level prospects, because that seems to be the thing we all like to do here, Nick Kroll. But want to make sure we get that in there as well. Okay, so bullpen tonight, how nice is that for them? So Singer goes 7. These guys just had all this time off, 4 days, and so they can come out there and take it easy, relax a little bit more. You see Brock Burke go out there and have a good inning with a strikeout, and then Tejay Antone has a strikeout as well in his inning and looked really promising. Here's the thing I want to say about Tejay Antone. This is a miracle he's pitching in the big leagues at all this year, but the fact that he's been awesome means that no one else should have a chance at comeback player of the year. 3 Tommy Johns, to the point that on the broadcast tonight, Jim Day's talking about he had a book come out today. By the way, that's really cool that he had a book come out today. I will never have Tommy John surgery, hopefully, because I am not a major league pitcher. But I am genuinely curious to see the day-to-day of it. He's got QR codes in there, apparently, that you can scan. It'll bring videos of the process of recovering. All that's pretty neat. I think it's really impressive. So I want to make sure he got his love, because there's nothing like being an author, right? There's nothing like being a licensed author that a company thought enough of you and your talent to publish a book. It's pretty cool. So kudos to him on that as well. Fun night to be a Reds fan. We got a West Coast road trip now between Colorado and Seattle. And so we're going to be up here pretty late doing these Reds games, talking about them. So I'm going to have some fun, and I hope you guys join me for the ride. But tonight, the Reds are victors at Coors Field against the Colorado Rockies, 7-2. The Reds have 7 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. The Rockies have 2 runs on 6 hits with an error. Brady Singer is your winner. He's now 4-9 with a 4.56 ERA. Gabriel Hughes is 0-1 after the loss tonight. He has a 3.14 ERA. The Reds are back at it tomorrow afternoon at Coors Field as Rhett Lowder takes the hill for the Reds. So he is 3-6 with a 4.91 ERA. According to the MLB app, the Rockies have not yet made an announcement who their starter is. I didn't have a chance to research it, so I apologize for that as well. But hey, first pitch is at 3:10, so I'll probably see you in the late afternoon or early evening as well. Everyone, thank you so much for staying up late with me tonight. I'm Tim Daniel. Go Redlegs. I will see you tomorrow.